Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, again with the allowance of our client, we will discuss fabulous features of essentialism in Vedic astrology. This means how from one planetary combination, from one, we call this yoga. Yoga is relationship between the planets, is giving effects to so many manifestations in the real life. We will see how this one placement of Jupiter and Moon in the second house in the Cancer is providing the following manifestation. The person was born in a very wealthy family. The person is into the food business, to be more specific, the coffee enterprise, and was doing a big research how it's roasted, all the beans and all that thing in a Venus Antardasha. We'll see how this have to do with the whole chart. Person also has some challenges with the upset stomach issues like bloating, and we'll see how the Ayurveda is connected to how we can see those things using the Vedic chart, because this is also related to Guru Shapa or Brahmana Shapa, to the curse of Jupiter. We will also see, because it's the second house of family, how this has impacted the living with the parents. We know that the person was not living, was separated from the parents. Also the parents were separated, and we will also appreciate how this can be analyzed in the chart, and also a little bit about living abroad and about the relationship. This is yet to manifest, so we have not specific details, but we can have some general preferences here based on the planetary combinations. So now let's go to this step-by-step analysis. There are three yogas connected to this Jupiter. We have all planets between the nodes, Rahu and Ketu. And when it's ending with the Ketu, it's called Kala Amrita Yoga. This is giving more freedom. The person is more into the attaining the freedom. Because this is related to 10th and the second, this is through the mechanics of resources or of wealth. And because there is this second and 8th axis, we know that the whole fighting for freedom and the challenges before, where person could feel bounded, the themes which will be very important will be family life and also the finances. The second important yoga is the Simhasana. This is when the 10th lord is in the second. And interestingly, for Pisces we have two lords. It's Jupiter and Ketu. And they are both in the second house. This is like a CAO yoga. This is someone who will be feeding others. In the second house, this is giving very administrative function. This could be over some articles or people, because second house is referring to both of these. So definitely we have someone who will be having some very influential position in life with this yoga. If you have this in the chart, then just open the Dashamsa and see in which area of life this can happen. And the third one, we have a Jupiter in the house of wealth, which is the second house, and it's afflicted. This alone is providing a lot of wealth. Now we have to check few things, because we know second house is about the food, second house is about the family. There's the affliction there, so there will be affliction to food, potential to family, to the wealth, how this will manifest. So both things are happening at once. We have a guaranteed a big wealth. We need to see a few more things. We'll go through this here in this video. And second house, of course, is also about the own family, especially we have the 7th lord of relationship there. So let's go one by one and try to unravel how and if these things will manifest in one's life. To work within family, to have that incident in life, we need to have connection between 2nd and 12th from the moon. We already did that in previous videos. And this is Sun and Mercury. They are joined, so we can see, yes, this is happening for the person. Now, 4th from the Sun is Taurus, and it has two lords. One is Moon, one is Venus. Moon in 2nd house can show the working for the family, and Venus in 10th house may show some own enterprise. Moon is here involved in the Graha Yuddha, in the planetary war, because the distance between these two planets is 1 degree. And we know that the moon is losing the battle here. Recently in our course, we were learning about the Graha Yuddha and how we can see, how we can deduct which of this planet will be the winner, which one will be the loser. And here we know that this Jupiter is winning. That is in fact good because Jupiter is loading the Kendra. But the person resigned from the family business and want to do something on its own. So this could be related to that Venus in 10th house. This is like found in its own company. This Venus is very strong in the Malavya Yoga. So very nice placement of Venus. Our second house is also about the food. 7th Lord in the second house, 10th Lord, 2 10th Lords in the second house. Can this be business related to the food? We have to also check that. How to do it? First of all, let's see how is the Arudha relationship to the moon. Normally it should have some aspect or Digbala from the Arudha. Arudha in Aries or the Mesha Arudha. Arudha, by the way, is the point in the chart which is showing where you and how you will be in the society, and it has the profound impact on the category. Will you be working in entertainment or IT or maybe administrative sector? So where you will be in that society, which role you will take. And for the food, it's usually related to the moon, and we have Mesha or Aries Arudha, and the moon is in the 4th house. Luckily, moon has the directional strength, the Digbala as they call it, in the 4th house. So we can say, yes, the Arudha is allowing this person to work in the moon or charitable or medicine related industry. What about the Navamsha? Jupiter, 10th Lord, is with the moon and Venus. And specifically this yoga of moon and Venus is showing someone who will be feeding others. So we have big yes also supported by this person, this boss of the Navamsa. And the moon and Venus is also giving very high wealth up to the sky. It is very strong yoga, and we discussed this also in the previous chart when the person was having access to this high amount of wealth due to partner. Here it's more to own business and also inheritance because this is 8th house from the 10th in the Navamsha. So in the Libra moon also, this is also a very strong position from trading, for management, for CAO, especially with the Simhasana 10th Lord in 2nd house. If we combine these both, this mix is giving very high amount of wealth. Okay, so we discussed the Kalasarpa, Simhasana, we discussed the wealth limit and amount, we discussed the family business and also if that will be related to food, and we need to also get some confirmation from the Dashamsa because this is the specific chart related to career life. And we have 7th Lord Mercury in the 3rd house in Taurus, aspected by 2 planets related to having a restaurant or starting a cooking enterprise or having some food truck, things like that demands Moon and Mars. Here we have Moon and Mars from the Cancer, so we know that this Mars is not about engineering business, but rather it is the fire which is mixed up with the water and the food, and this is the business. So it couldn't be more clear in the Dashamsa. I have a few more things to share, but if you have found any value in this video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and also subscribe with the bell notification on. It's a free of cost thing, but it means a word to me. And join our Discord community. You can find the link in the description. And now let's go back to the video. Now let's analyze the family, because we know that this Graha Yuddha, this war, this planetary war, is in the 2nd house. So what happens to the parents? We know that person was living in US for some time, and we know that this person moved there in Mercury. Mercury, you can see Lagna Lord in the 9th house in the Rahu sign. Especially we would say that this is the things related to US, because Mercury is showing that Jupiter is more for the Europe, and Saturn, the dispositor, is showing the west direction. So exactly in Mercury, you can see how the Dasha is very accurate. Using the Kshema Dasha, however, Moon in the 2nd, Kshema is calling, take me, I will say the main dynamics of your life. We have Sun and Rahu. So Sun, 9th house, and Rahu, Antardasha in the 8th house. 9th Lord in the 8th. This is also showing the father will not be so much present in lives. There will be some obstacles to the relationship between native and the father. This is also confirmed in the Navamsha, of course, and Dvadashamsa. In the Navamsha, we have Sun in Aquarius. Whatever is in Kumbha Amsha, the sign of Aquarius in Navamsha, is lost. And in the Dashamsa, we also have this 9th Lord placed in weak and in bad house which is confirming that situation. This is the essentialism, right? One yoga, one thing is giving effects, manifestation to seemingly not connected areas on the conventional wisdom level, but nevertheless connected to this root kind of connection and the root cause, the karmic cause of this Jupiter Moon Ketu yoga. This is also parampara, the traditional things are coming up. So this business, which is there, which is supporting the person, coming from the father, right? We have a big inheritance because there's this 8th house Saturn, Uchanata as a Venus exalted in 10th. So all this wealth from the father, this 9th lord is a Saturn, so coming from the father, inherited. This is also must be something traditional, something from generation to generation, because this is what the parampara, this Jupiter Ketu yoga is showing. Now from the Rahu time, the person was suffering from stomach issues and bloating and things like that. And we can see that this is all related to the food because the 2nd house curse is there. The karaka for food are 2nd and the moon respectively, and 8th house has to do with the intestine region. And there we have the storm, Saturn and Rahu, which is show the Vayu. So there is a lot of vata, there is a lot of prana, a lot of air in that region. This is the Adhisthana, the place of disease according to the Ayurveda. We can see how the Saturn and Rahu, this air and Vata, how they are in that Adhisthana, in that place of the body related to intestines, and how this is now connected to the food, Jupiter in the 2nd. Because Saturn and Rahu, they are aspecting, causing that Guru Shapa, that curse of Jupiter. So this will manifest in such a way. And when that health challenge started in Rahu is in 8 in the Navamsha, which is supporting that this will be challenging time for health. We can see that Rahu is aspecting the Mercury, so the gluten intake must be diminished. Also suspecting that Mars, so the lactose intolerance is there. And that was confirmed by this person. This person already ditched the dairy and also reduced very much the gluten. We can see that there is a high awareness already about the food intake because we have Moon there, which is showing someone who is eating like a king, and also Jupiter exalted, which is showing a lot of knowledge. Person measures everything, so there is a lot of preparation, a lot of recognition, what ingredients some food is having, so everything is very much aware, and therefore there is a very conscious eating. But nevertheless, the curse has caused this, and through remedies, if we remedy such situation, also this health problem will go down. And this is not very stubborn conflict or problem because we have this curse in the movable sign in the Chara Rashi, so we say it is easy to remove. Okay, so there you have it. Essentialism, one yoga, one root of problem, Jupiter affliction here in the 2nd house, exalted, which is providing the wealth, supported by the Navamsha, and also how this is manifested. This one yoga giving such mixed manifestation, right? The food business, also inherited wealth from the family, a little bit about relationship, right? Venus exalted, Jupiter exalted, having a high ideals related to this, and the health challenges related to the food, to the bloating because of that prana or vayu or vata connection of this storm yoga, Saturn Rahu, in the 8th house, which is related to intestine region. Okay guys, so that's gonna be it for today. I hope you find this video interesting and informative. If you do, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more, join our Discord community. You can find the link in the description. Thanks for watching till the end and being here with me on this channel. If you are still hungry, then please consider watching this one.